Hi, my name is Jillian Tudor and I'm a curl specialist and hairstylist here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And this video is the first of a 5-part series entitled Curls 101. So let's get curly clear. I have a couple of questions for you though. What are curls? Where do they come from? How do we have these glorious spirals growing out of our head? Most of us are going to answer, well, my parents have curly hair, or my grandparents or great-grandparents. Some of us are going to answer what the region or the country that we're from. Everybody there has curly hair, so that's where I must get it from. Which is all true, absolutely, but let's dive a little bit deeper. So hair consists of 2 parts. We have our hair follicle and our hair shaft. Let's talk about the follicle first. So the follicle is a tube that lives inside of our scalp. Attached to the follicle are nerve endings that bring nutrients to it, and sebaceous glands, which is our oil glands, that also bring protection to the hair that will be growing from it. Now, the shape of our hair is determined by the shape of the follicle. So if you have a straight follicle, then the hair that grows from it is going to be straight. Even if that follicle is turned or turned even more, as long as that follicle is straight, you will have straight hair. If the follicle is slightly curved, then you're going to have wavy hair. If the follicle is curved, then you're going to have curly hair. And the more curved that follicle is, the curlier your texture is going to be. So now let's talk about how your hair takes that shape. So we're going to look at our hair shaft. At the very bottom of your follicle, there's a bulb. It consists of living cells that separate and turn into keratin protein. Now, yes, the hair is made out of more things than just keratin protein, but it's the main one. So we're just going to talk about the keratin protein in this video. The next video, we'll talk more about what the hair is actually made of. But let's go back to the keratin protein. So at the very bottom of that follicle, where that bulb is, and as it changes into keratin protein, it's actually quite soft at the bottom. As it moves up the hair follicle, it starts to harden and takes the shape of the hair follicle. So the follicle is almost like a mold for your hair. So as the hair grows up and out, the hair has hardened into the exact shape that it's going to be. That is pretty cool. So that is basically how our hair takes its shape, from the shape of the follicle, and knowing that the hair shaft, as it grows up and starts to harden, gets molded into the shape of the hair follicle. Wow. I think that's pretty cool. So that is all I got to talk about today. So I hope that little bit of tidbit of information for you helps you out so that you understand a little bit more about where your hair texture shape comes from. And like I was saying, in our next video, we are going to dive into a little bit more about what the hair shaft is, what it consists of, and also, did you know that it has a life cycle? We'll talk more about that. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in our next video. Bye.